All right, so after the last post of the Dos Equis guy that says Zumba, bitch, please. I don't machete madness. I got a little distracted from what I wanted to do tonight, and I was writing down some notes on. I was watching a video on YouTube, a couple celebrities talking about the law of attraction from the actual book. And I just want to share a couple things. In particular, it was Jim Carrey on one of the guys that was being interviewed, and I don't know if you ever watched I believe this is a documentary on Netflix, Netflix and chill, or if you read the book. But basically, I'll read off a couple of the things as far as the law of attraction, which essentially what it is if you can see it in your mind, then you can hold it in your hands. At least what I understand about that is, like, for me, even when it comes down to doing like sparring races and things like that. Again, I was never a runner. I played soccer in high school and growing up, but I had never done more than 5 miles up until when I started losing all the weight. And I shared with some people that one time I was just feeling really down on myself, going through all those things in my mind. It was raining, so I went by myself to Redondo Beach, and I decided that I was going to run up to the Palos Verdes cliffs and do 10 miles. And again, I never done more than 5, so I went and did 10. And yeah, my knees were pretty messed up because it was cold and all of that. And I basically doubled the distance that I ever done. But before I even took the first step, I already saw myself doing those 10 miles. Same thing when I went to Ohio. I had never done more than 13 miles, and here I was trying to do about 31 miles, which is an ultra marathon of obstacles. So along with that, you have the negative stuff. If you're fear of relationships, you fear that you've been cheated in the past, and you're afraid that the next relationship they're gonna cheat on you. Well, guess what? That's probably gonna happen. So I could go down pretty much every example that I can think of, but let me share a couple things about what Jim Carrey said. He said that back in 1997, he used to drive to Mulholland Drive down to Hollywood, and he used to just sit there, and he used to visualize himself like, getting all these movie deals and all these directors being interested in his stuff, and he would just imagine himself, from that happening. That was in 1987. One of the things obviously we know how successful he was, or he is, Jim Carrey. So then after that, around the same time, he wrote himself a check for $10 million. And as the years, went by, of course, the check was getting all messed up. But in 1995, he learned in Christmas of 1995 that he was going to make $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. So that's just an example of as far as what our intentions. Our intentions are everything. The type of people that you attract is basically how you go about how you are to other people. If you're nice to people, guess what? You're gonna get more people that are gonna be nice to you. That doesn't always happen that way. Even if you're nice, you are gonna get some people that are not gonna be so nice. But you see where I'm going with this is everything is based on what we see happening. And then that's basically what the law of attraction. If you want to be happy, you gotta see yourself happy. You gotta even literally picture yourself happy. Otherwise, if you're sad and you think sad, then that's where you're gonna be. Sad. Let me see what else on some of the notes that I wrote. Basically like a magnet. That's what we're talking about. You are a magnet. You are gonna attract what you are. If you're a freaking asshole, then guess what? You're probably you're gonna attract pretty messed up people in your life. So, anyways, if you guys have a chance, you either get the book, The Secret, or even if you put on YouTube the Law of Attraction, look it up, and then I think it will help a lot of you guys. The freaking phone cut off, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Anyways, I was telling you guys to check out the movie or the book, but I'm 100% sure of what I'm telling you, that all those times that every negative thing that I fear, I literally attracted it. I don't share with a lot of people, but my kid's mom, she actually has a baby, a 2-year-old, and I never in a million years I could have bet my life on it that she would never have a family with anyone else. But that's her life, and I won't share too much about that. But she died. Yeah, she has a kid, and it was a very difficult time in my life when I learned of that. So, but even to this day, I see the baby as just my kid's brother, and that's it. I never have any negative feelings towards obviously towards the baby and all of that, but that's just, it shows you when you grow as a person. There's a lot of things that you never thought, that you wouldn't even know how to react to them. But again, that was one of the things that I guess in back of my mind, yeah, that was a fear of mine, that eventually someone that you spend your entire life with, they will reestablish their lives with somebody else and have family. Like I knew I thought about that, and it just scared the hell out of me. And guess what? It happened. So in general, for positive or negative, basically what we see, what we fear, is gonna happen. So train your mind, do whatever you have to do to think positive. Whatever wherever you see your life, whatever you imagine, then think about it. Write it down, put a picture. If you want to look a certain way, my mom gave me a picture of this freaking model looking guy, pretty fit, from Macy's. She put it there and I hung it, and that's when when I was like 230 pounds, and I will see that and I was like, man, what the hell. But I will see it, and not exactly to look like this guy, but but that was the idea. You have to visualize, you have to picture how you want to look, how you want to feel, the things that you want to have in life. And believe me that once you start doing that, it's gonna happen. And right now, I know the things that I see and what I visualize, and everything is happening. Little by little, it's happening, and it's gonna happen. So just believe in that, and let's get it done. Have a good night. Haru. And I see you guys in New Jersey next weekend. Then Machete Madness in San Francisco. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Woo!